everyone, it's Han again. For the Seattle trip, we stayed at a hotel that was pretty nearby Spears. The Spears is a workplace for Amazon employees. It was designed as a 3 glass domes and it houses over 40,000 plants. It has 60 feet tall vertical gardens and also big fish tanks as well. It was originally designed so that employees can get away from the city without actually leaving the city. The Spears are open weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5:30, and they're accessible to all Amazon employees and up to 6 of their guests. However, it is also open to the public every first and third Saturday of the month from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. by booking online. This trip was actually originally planned because one of the friends in the group wanted to go to Seattle specifically to visit his friend that just so happens to work at Amazon. So thankfully the friend that lives in Seattle was able to bring us in without needing a reservation. Since it is a workplace, it was pretty quiet as everyone's trying to be respectful of the shared space, and overall it was really beautiful to see all the different kind of plants in the domes. There was also a small cafe that was available for guests and employees to buy snacks or beverages. There was this little cool seating area, kind of reminds me of like a tree house or even like a bird's nest that you can sit from above, and this is at the top of the Spears. Just a little down the block they have these Amazon Go shops, which are basically kind of like convenience stores that you can go in. You can actually scan your Amazon app and just go in, grab whatever you want, and then walk out like this. Oh, he's stealing! Oh, he's stealing! We had a little hiccup with the gate not letting us out, but after it opens, we get out, and it just pulls your total from the card that's on your app. We went to Space Needle afterward and got a really beautiful view of the city. This was all our first time in Seattle, so we were just basically being tourists, and we totally recommend the city pass if it's also your first time. We did this and we had an option to choose 4 attractions out of the aquarium, zoo, Chihuly garden glass, Space Needle, and a cruise, and we basically just opted out of the zoo and went to everything else. So here you see we went to the Chihuly garden and glass, and this museum was so beautiful. The venue itself isn't super huge, so it doesn't take too much out of your day. However, everything is just so nice on the eyes, and this was my favorite piece. It's kind of like an ocean theme. It was so beautiful, and there's just a lot of cool pieces for you to look at, all the different colors, and I think it's worth a visit if you ever come. This was the outside of the museum. Toward the end, you get a little view of the Space Needle, and since we were trying to stick around for the night view of the Space Needle, it actually lined up really well. Here, as you can see, we came back and we took our little elevator up. With the city pass that we got, it actually allowed us to come back at nighttime, so we get a daytime and a nighttime of the Space Needle. However, if you're gonna go, just double check if you'd be able to come back, or you would have to pay an additional fee. That I'm not too sure. The view at night is stunning as well, and my favorite part of the whole trip was going to the Seattle Aquarium. It's located on Pier 59 on the waterfront right behind Pike's Market, so you can always grab a bite or a drink and then head over. They had really cute sea otters, and honestly, this was the reason why it was my favorite, because I love otters. And look at the way they eat crabs. They were feasting. Alright. They feasted like queens. Look at them. Their names are Mishka and CQ, and I am so happy that they're living the life, because after listening to Ologies with Ali Ward on Spotify, the podcast about otters, I feel for female otters. You guys should go listen to it if you're interested in otters like I am. But even though people may not support animals in aquariums, I feel that these otters are living it better than the ones in the wild, so happy for them. We visited the fur seals afterward, and their names are Chidak and Flaherty. Not sure which one this one was, but he was a little itchy fella. We were super lucky to be able to catch the feeding for the harbor seals, and there's 3 of them. Their names are Barney, Hogan, and Cassie. Do I know which one is which? I sadly do not, but they are so adorable. And look at it eat. It is just a baby. Just a baby. We were also really lucky to be able to see Mishka and CQ swim underwater, and you can see all the crab carcass that they crab carcass that they finished from earlier, and they're just scavenging around, swimming, so majestic, living the life, and they're so cute. I can just watch them forever. And these are the other fish tanks that were in the aquarium. There were really pretty jellyfishes and other exhibits as well. There's also a river otter exhibit. Unfortunately, all my luck had ran out from the sea otters, harbor seals, and the fur seals, because when we got to the river otter exhibit, they were all sleeping and we could not see any of them. This was the last attraction, which was the harbor cruise, and it was an hour long with live narration of Seattle and its history. We got a pretty close-up view of the shipping port and the skyline. Overall, it was really cold though, so if you ever decide to go, make sure you dress really warm. I had to end up stealing my partner's beanie because I was not prepared. And we had dinner at the Pink Door. This restaurant was so cool. The ambiance and vibe here is everything. On also certain nights, they have events such as cabaret and burlesque show. And here there's also a trapeze event as well that we were able to catch. Luckily, we weren't planning on it, but this was a nice surprise. However, for food, I wouldn't go again. I think it was okay, but not good. We also visit the Pikes Market where we got these beautiful bouquets, and I was able to visit my cousin. Overall, it was a really fun Seattle trip, and thanks for watching.